Textual Analytics, I have a lot on this. If you're ever interested, I'll show you a couple of examples on the board here. But what I'm actually doing here is I'm looking at line descriptions of accounts payable, and so the actual description. And I'm looking at A through Z on the bottom, and I'm looking at the first 10 words this year to last year. And if you got all that, I have an article on it. It walks through it a little better. But it's something where you get a fingerprint of your data. It doesn't change that much. Like if you take this year AP, your line descriptions of what you bought, do it this year to last year, it isn't that far off. And when it is far off, it's odd. Now, doing textual analytics this way, this is where most people do textual analytics. It's called a wordle. It's very hard to see the patterns in a wordle. So this is where you can see them, but it's hard. By the way, if you'd like to, again, they'll be in the slides. These are some of the words that Siemens would have loved to have had. These are the words for corruption: gift, facilitation, etc. Adjust. These are some of the things that you would want to look for that may point to corruption. From a keyword analytic point of view, we talked about the pressure, opportunity, and rationalization. Pressure, I have to pay my bills. This would be looking more at emails. Rationalization, they'll be sorry, or they don't pay me enough, or these are some of the things of rationalization. This is kind of doing what's known as keyword searching, be it from this point of view of pressure, opportunity, and rationalization, or in more of like another corruption kind of way. I'm showing you all this textual analytic work because I find the unstructured data is just so interesting to me, like getting into line descriptions and finding value. These are actually British songs. It's the Britburn, so it takes all your British pop songs, 1960 to 1999, and you probably can't see it because it's really hard. I have an article on it, but there's RE coming out. So I took 1960, 1970, 1980, 1990, and I related it. 1980, 1990, the REs, so the first two letters, right? Not the numbers, now the first two letters of words. There was a lot more REs in words in your song titles. Anybody have an idea? Like what comes after Remake, remix. Remix technology didn't exist in the 70s. There was literally one occurrence of it. Then hip hop came, pop music came, everybody started remixing, and it became an 80s, 90s thing. Because I'll look at the faces here, most of you are in my age group. We'll say, yeah, music kind of died after the 70s, right? So, the 80s and 90s, we had to remix the 60s and 70s because what was coming out afterwards. But what's interesting about this, and it's hard to see, but you can actually notice that there's not a lot of variation in anything happening except for some of these small areas like RE. And like I said, there's a lot, very little kind of changing.